What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Not that late tonight. 6 minutes late? Like, that's basically right on time. That's perfect, man. Alright, perfect, I guess, is 0 minutes late. But, come on. Anyway, let me get a tweet out real quick so we can get started tonight. Dearest. That's how you spell dear. Dearest at Marvel Champions. um, oh, so you like it when we pop open crystals, huh? Well then, in 3 days, I can finally pop open that, hopefully, beautiful 6-star Nexus I've been holding on to. Yes. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Tweet. Alright, what's up, everybody? Whoo, Yuki coming in with the steal. Wow, there was so many super chats all right back to back. But Yuki just barely edges out the competition. Appreciate that, man. Let me show you how much I appreciate it. Like this. Slap. Thank you, dude. Do you have a message? Headbutt you? That's what you want, is a headbutt? Well, you get no headbutt. You get a slap or you get nothing. The Shed said it over Buck as well, saying, so BG, crystal cleanup video coming soon? Very soon. Very, very soon. Sooner than expected, because I have to at this point, so yeah. Kabam's kind of forced my hand. Well, that's okay. Paul Gearin said it over £5. Paul, thank you very much. Man, your name was in the chat before these other guys, but they just beat you for the slap. But Paul, thank you very much for the £5. Saying 5-star featured, got Apocalypse and Cosmic Ghost Rider. Chose Apocalypse. Oh, okay, 5-star Nexus, got it. Because I hope I get Cosmic Ghost Rider from 6-star feature tomorrow. Okay, I mean, I think it's the right choice anyway, to be honest. Cosmic Ghost Rider is awesome, of course, but Apocalypse is the type of champion that, like, everybody really needs to have an Apocalypse on their team. Even if you don't always use them, you want Apocalypse to turn to, you know? He just has too much going for him with the whole horseman thing and all that, so. Good call, dude. Good call. That's a crazy Nexus, man. Cosmic Ghost Rider and Apocalypse in there. Crazy. Yeah, dude, thank you once again for the £5. Let's go get into some stuff. Ooh, wait, I don't think I got the helps today yet. Did I? What's up, Pixie Bell? You look paler than Casper the Ghost, BG. Get some sun. Pixie Bell, I take that as a compliment because Casper, I mean, he was... Well, I guess it's not a compliment, huh? I was trying my best to find a way to spin it. Damn you, Pixie Bell. It's not that easy to get sun. Do you know you have to wear pants outside? Ugh. God. One day I'll try to get some sun. But today was not the day. Today was not the day. Alright, anyway. AQ first. I think I have like 2... Whoa. My OBS is lagging. My actual game itself is not lagging, but my OBS is lagging like crazy. You guys probably won't even notice it, but I'll be back in just like... Actually, hold on. Can I just unplug the device? Plug it back in. I was about to take down my stream, but my face on the playback seems fine. Okay, there we go. Alright, should be good. I don't know what that was, man. Weird. Weird. Anyway. Is Labyrinth worth doing without Aegon? For the most part, no. There are other champions that can do Labyrinth, but you really want like a 565 version of the of whatever champ you want to go in there with. And they need to be someone that's at least close to Aegon in terms of just raw power. So Guillotine 2099 would be another good example. Honestly, there's not that many good examples. The variant content is really where it's at. And Labyrinth is fine to do, but only when you can make it easy on yourself. For that, you need someone like Aegon. Alright, I only have to do 2 fights. So this one, and then I have an Electro right after, so shouldn't actually take too long. I want to start seeing if I can evade. Yeah, there we go. I never really evaded the final like laser beam shot from Green Goblin. And then yesterday when I was fighting this guy, I thought about it. I'm like, why don't I ever do that? I bet I can evade like one last little hit before. Yeah, see? Double dex. I mean, you could dex like the first laser beam and then dex the last laser beam and then dex the pumpkin and just take a little bit less damage. Dex the first one, dex the last one. I gotta start doing that. Okay. EG, you know Joel Line is back? Of course. Joel is my blood brother. I know him better than he knows himself. Slight Always Sunny reference there. But yeah, no, I know Joel's back. He still has like internet issues and stuff like that though, so he'll probably be a little bit slow to get back in the swing of things. Alright, one last fight here against this Electro. EG, help! Elias, what's up, dude? Tell me your problems, and I will help you. Out of Nexus, Crystal, Magic, Spider-Gwen, or Sentinel? Interesting choices. I have both Magic and Spider Unawakened. I'm going to go with Sentinel, but I want some extra advice before I make the decision. Yeah, I think that's the right call. Sentinel might have been the right call regardless of whether you had those champs or not, but the fact that...
Man loves beans.
The fact that, you know, you don't have Sentinel, you do have those other ones, I would say it's definitely the right call. Alright, let's get a special 3 going, get a little bit of health back. Need him for the size variant. Already done with the tech one. Okay. He's also good for the villain one, being a villain, but you might have already done that one as well. He's just good to have in general. I mean, Sentinel, I don't know, he gets outclassed by Warlock in terms of robots, and honestly, if you already have a Warlock, it becomes a lot harder to find use for Sentinel. But there are still some situations where he excels, where Warlock does not. I gotta get to another special 3, man, because I'm losing too much health. These Electros on the later days, man. A lot of health to get through. I can't pop my special 3 just yet. I gotta wait till I get a Fury up. That way I can get a little bit more healing. Yeah, Sentinel's always good to have. Not exactly what I was wanting, but it'll probably help me out at some points. Ah, it's a solid pull, dude. Beans equals farts galore. Sent over $1. What a name. Saying, Beaver, how the smelly are you? You know what? I actually didn't eat beans today. I was just too lazy to cook them, man. Which is pretty bad because, you know, all I do is put them in the pressure cooker and hit a button that says beans. Gotta love the Instapot, man. But I you know, I cooked up some rice. Gonna have like a rice and bean burrito type of deal. And I just got too lazy to make the bean part. Anyway, how the smelly are you? Ew. Anyways, have you ever been lost in thought, and then there is like it never... Wait, there it is, like it never left. Usually it comes back, but then once dinner comes, it is a comic. What does that even mean? Alos, happy birthday. Don't you dare deny it, because if you do, you see. I really have no idea what that means. What the F, dude? Oh my god. Well, okay. Thank you very much. Beans equals farts galore for the buck. Appreciate it. What the F, dude? All right, Paul sending over another couple pounds. Paul, thank you. Saying, sent Prof off my openings. First Nexus was Cosmic Ghost Rider and Apocalypse, as I said. Then I opened a Grandmaster and got a 5-star Nexus, another one. Only good champ was Professor X, who I didn't have. That's still really good though, man. Nice, dude. Professor X, he, you know, he didn't really get a ton of attention because he came out with Apocalypse and everyone was looking forward to Apocalypse so much. I still haven't really messed with Professor X much myself, but I kind of want to. And just taking a look at like some of his synergies, he's got some interesting ones as well. That I really do want to mess with this guy's synergies a bit more, you know? So even if you don't like his playstyle or something like that, because he definitely does have a particular playstyle more unique than the average champ. He's got some cool synergies. I'll probably mess with that. Maybe make some videos myself. But dude, congratulations on the good fortune. Gen Clan seeing it over $1 saying, hello, beautiful. And also Professor X is so good. Agreed for both of those things. Thank you and hello. Omega Red Gaming sent an over 5 saying, speaking of Apocalypse, I bought all 5 Falcon crystals. Got Apocalypse, Dr. Doom, Omega Red, Awakened Dragon Man, got Hell's Kitchen, Nova, Emma, Game Changers. Wait, hold on. All 5 Falcon crystals. What are the Falcon crystals? Is there a deal today? Falcon crystals or something? Dude, I'm not paying attention whenever they come out with different things that we could buy. Or wait. Was it in the store? Dude, this Mangog profile picture actually looks pretty sweet. It's 500 units, and I'm definitely not going to spend 500 units on it. But I actually think that looks pretty sweet. Are they gone? Was it yesterday or something like that? Because I don't actually remember. I didn't take a close enough look. I know we got something in the mail about something or whatever. But either way, dude, congrats, man. Apocalypse, Dr. Doom, Omega Red, Dragon Man. Yeah, man. You got some really good pulls. That's pretty sick. Chowder8311 sent it over 10. Thank you, dude. Saying ABG completed my first path of Abyss under 1,000 units to clear. Nice, man. Use your potion and revive farming methods. Awesome. Pulled the tech gem from my Warlock. Nice, dude. Sadly pulled the Science Tier 5 class Catalyst. Only Science 6-star is Ibom. Bummer, man. Yeah, that is a bummer. Even though some people were trying to convince me to rank up Ibom, I don't think he's actually worth going to rank 3. But dude, that's awesome, man. 1,000 units is like nothing for an Abyss clear. That's awesome. Well done, man. Keep up with those farming methods and you'll make it through the entire Abyss without too much of a cost. Dude, thank you so much for the 10 as well. Super generous of you. Maximus. What up, Maximus? Saying, mess with Professor X. Do it. You know you wanna. We're not going anywhere. What's up, buddy? I really do want to. Here's what's holding me back. I have a 5-star version, and I don't have a 6-star version, and I cannot really afford to rank up my 5-star version. If I get the 6-star version, like, that could be a legit thing for me to do, is really mess with him, because let's take a look at Aunt May. I think he's pretty high on the prestige list, if I'm not mistaken. Well, he's not on the front page here. Let me see. Okay, Professor X. Expand this a little bit. Okay, so 10, 640. Yeah, like, all of these are so close to one another. Oh, wait, we're looking at 5. Okay. Yeah, so like these champions, they're pretty close to one another. And if I got Professor X, I would maybe just invest in him. I'm not sure. I might. I would have to think about it. I have to mess with the 5-star more and stuff like that. But it would be fun. And I do feel like his Sig ability probably adds quite a bit to his power, just like his overall power. So I don't know, maybe it would be better just to get a 5-star ranked up just so I can more easily Sig 200. I don't know, but I do want to mess with him. I definitely do want to mess with him. But what up, Maximus? And Krista McNair sending over 20. Krista, thank you so much. The super generous 20 with the "You Are Amazing" pair. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Doing a little song and dance. No other message. Just that. Just the "You Are Amazing" dancing pair. Krista, thank you so much. Seriously, very generous of you. Omega Red Game and sending over another 5 as well. Saying it was the Winter Soldier and Falcon deals that were in the unit store yesterday. Okay. Super psyched, completely blew me away. Liver streams, watch all. Dude, well, thank you very much, man. Very kind of you to say. Very generous of you as well. Appreciated. Another 5. Yeah, I never even looked at those bundles, but I remember getting, like, in the mail, the 3-star versions of those characters. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is because the TV show coming out or whatever. I didn't even realize there was a deal attached to it. I wish I looked at it now. I imagine it's one of those, like, bundles where they just give you, like, discounted crystals versus just normally buying them, right? If I had to guess, because we've seen some of those before. Dude, actually, Nova always gets through arena matches super fast. Like, I actually want to spend more time playing Nova, believe it or not, as well. James sent over $2 saying, what did you just say? Ibom not worth rank 3? Stop this man, he bullies his own child. No. I didn't say Ibom. I said A-bomb. Regular A-bomb I don't think is worth rank 3. Ibom is worth all the ranks. That dude is OP. That dude is super strong. So yeah. If you guys get an Ibom, rank that man to the moon. Both of them. Both of his heads. Been a while since I heard a tangent. I'm good now. Okay. Fair. EG, which is better for Variant 5, Sorcerer Supreme, Sim Supreme, or Longshot? I would say Sorcerer Supreme is probably the best of the bunch, followed by Sim Supreme, followed by Longshot. Sorcerer Supreme has the sustainability. I think it's so important for general questing purposes to have an ability to have a way to heal. So yeah, I would say Sorcerer Supreme. And then Sim Supreme is just great for it as well, like both of those champs. They actually have a really strong synergy together. Here, I'll put them on the team so you can see it if you do have both. It is this one right here, where you gain passive prowess whenever a blessing activates, increasing special attack damage by 15%. These last until the end of the synergy member's next special attack and are capped at 3. So, yeah, I mean, most of these champions' damage comes from their specials, and just boosting that with prowess, like it goes a really long way. That actually adds a lot to them, so it's nice if you can fit them on the team together. Nova's so underwhelming. I mean, when I tested him, he was pretty underwhelming, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe he's worth another look. BG showing side effects of too much arena. Oh, man. I am doing the helloing. What's up, Roboto? Is Ibom good unawakened? Yes. Yes, he is. Does Ibom have 2 heads or 2 faces? I guess just 2 faces. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how you qualify that. Just waiting for Brian to get himself an Ibom because I need that race video between OG and Immortal ASAP. Yeah, I mean, I would love to pull this. Well, I'm trying to think about how I can do this. I have a 6-star A-bomb. I don't have a 5-star, right? Because the 5-star was like one of those exclusive type champs. I don't think I do, at least. I have to double check. And the 6-star version of Ibom won't be in the basics for another 93 days. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough one to compare, a tough one to race. I would love to get him though, I really would. Either there isn't enough people here or BG is seeing my comments. I'm scared. Pixie Bell, every once in a while I can see your comments. I am seeing them a lot tonight for whatever reason. Long shot deals tremendous damage. He does. Ridiculous damage in a very short amount of time, and he makes the rogue Captain Marvel team kind of silly. Not a ton of utility though. That's a pretty good summary. Yeah. Long shot. He's fun to play. I sometimes feel like I'm too hard on long shot, but I played him a bunch, man. Not as much as someone who actually has him and has him ranked up and stuff like that. I'm not saying I'm an absolute expert on the champ. But I gave him a pretty fair shot, and he's certainly not a bad champion by any means, and he's fun to play. In my video, I said I recommend everyone at least try to get a 3-star version just so that you can mess with his playstyle, just because it's familiar yet different because of how he deals his damage, and that's kind of what makes him fun. But realistically speaking, I value other champions just a lot more. Alright, who did this, man? Who put Fury in the arena? Guys, we've talked about this. Who's doing this? You should get double arena points for fighting this guy, man. Who wants to fight 2 lives just for one set of arena points? Whatever you want to call it. Actually, fun fact, Ibom has 2 bodies inside his husk body. Wait, really? Is that true? Well, Sentinel's already ranked 3. No cats used because I have a bazillion gems from the variant spree. Unfortunately, as I have no ISO right now, used all the wrong class. Oof. That always hurts. I don't know why I tried to double dex that. You want to get hit with a special too, Warlock? Yes, you do. Hard on long shot? That's what she said? Ah, jeez. Ew. BG, as you saw yesterday, I got hype out of my Nexus, and as soon as gold at ISO and cats allow, be rank 4 with the high possibility of rank 5, but he's unawakened. I get a cosmic gem. Do I give it to him or Cap Marvel? So it's definitely a personal preference call between the two. My personal preference is Hyperion, for sure. But some people like Cap Marvel more than Hyperion, so it's up to you. Hyperion worth a generic? He can be, yeah. The way I always think about Awakening Gems is what kind of value are you really getting from that gem? And extending the duration of Hyperion's buffs, I think it brings enough value to justify it. I've long shot in Doom at rank 2. And might legitimately rank 3 long shot for the flex. He is fun. Okay. Alright. Paul Phillips, and over 2. Thank you, Paul. Saying, hey, BG, you think any champ needs a nerf? Paul, you are asking a dangerous question, my friend. You're asking a very dangerous question. I don't know if you're familiar with my history of how I feel about the game balance in this game. But I actually feel many champions need nerfs. But the thing is, people don't really want to hear me talk about nerfs. So I don't want to say too much. But here's what I'll say. I'll give a little bit more of like my philosophy about like game balance in general, or maybe just where I'm coming from with my past gaming experience. I'm used to playing competitive games. I'm used to playing online competitive games where the developers, they make changes all the time. Even, you know, some like there's things about other games that are like blatantly overpowered or just broken, and everyone expects those to get nerfed and stuff like that. And then there's little subtle things that sometimes people are like, I don't even know why this is getting nerfed. There's a lot of things about this game, some of the blatant stuff and some of the subtle things that I would change if I had the power to. And every champion that I would change would still be a great champion. I would never nerf a character to the ground, but there's a lot of blatant overpoweredness in this game. But part of the problem is that, like, this game, and this goes for most free-to-play games for that matter, the developers, their hands are tied. The developers, I'm sure, would love nothing more than to have the freedom to actually make some change, because, you know, they spend like they spend like a month designing a champion's kit and getting it out and like doing whatever testing they can. That's only 1 month, you know, and like with a limited number of people, limited number of eyes on that character, and they're just trying to make something cool. If they have more time and they can like study the data and stuff like that and see like, oh man, made this way too strong, underestimated the player's abilities to take advantage of this kit and stuff like that, they would love to make changes to the characters, but they can't because they sold crystals and there's no way for people to, you know, get their money back on that crystal, or likewise for time. If people grind for a champion in the arena, that time is gone, you know. I tried the idol to get that fury stick. That sucked. Anyway, so yeah, man, there's a million things that I would love to change. Like I said, I don't want to get too much into the specifics because yeah, it bums people out when I talk about nerfs. Actually, one last thing, the reason why I like nerfs to begin with, because some people don't even understand that as to like why I like when things are nerfed. There's a couple of reasons. Number one, I think it's boring if everyone's just playing like the same character. I think the game's a lot more interesting with as much variety as possible. You know, there's almost 200 characters in this game, and they're not slowing down anytime soon. We're gonna have, you know, 250 champions before we know it, and people are still gonna be using like the same 5 champs everywhere. So I think that's kind of boring, for one. And two, I think that the content that comes out in this game, it has to be balanced around those top champions, which makes the other champions, like unable to complete that content in many ways. Or maybe not unable to entirely, but it makes it such a pain that nobody wants to play that kind of game. And then you're only left with those overpowered champions that will make completing content not feel like a nightmare. So yeah. Hope that answers, hope that long tangent makes up for not naming specific characters. Kurama sending over to, thank you dude, saying ABG, please check Twitter for Trevor. Sure. What do we got here? Seems like a Nexus. I would have loved Man-Thing, but against my personal preference, I chose the Sunspot for his damage utility. Does he need to be awakened? He does not. And yeah, Sunspot's a great pickup, man. Sunspot does not need to be awakened. You can play him just fine. I did like the whole McFabio new account challenge run that I did. You know, I was clearing content, punching way above a 440 champions level, all with an unawakened Sunspot, just crushing it. So yeah, man, I can confidently say he does not need to be awakened. Thank you very much for the 2. Krista McNair hitting that member button as well. First the super chats, then the channel membership. Krista, thank you so much. Welcome. Please enjoy your banana, along with these sweet custom emojis that you now have access to. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And Yuki sending over 3 of them Polish bucks too. Saying if you get Doom and Surfer from your next opening, will you give the latter 6-star generic and dump stones into him to increase your prestige, or will you awaken Doom with the class gem and rank him? I mean, I could do both, and I likely would do both. I would probably rank up Doom unawakened, just leave him unawakened for a while, just because I just don't have the SIGs, you know. I probably would have to stop feeding SIGs to Sorcerer Supreme and just kind of go all in with Doom, but yeah. I would have to think about it a little bit, but I'm pretty sure if I pulled Surfer, I would just awaken him and be done with it. It's just been a while since I even thought about the Surfer conundrum, so I'd have to rethink things in case something else comes to mind as to why it wouldn't be a good idea. But no, I'm pretty sure I would feed him the generic. So yeah, let's hope. Let's hope for that kind of a sick opening. I don't know if it'll actually happen, but one can hope. Get out of here, Emma. Thank you, Yuki. What is the best way to get better at the game? I actually like Arena for getting better at the game. Believe it or not, Arena is not like the most intense fighting ever, but like in terms of like difficulty to really, you know, push yourself. But you're seeing such a variety of champions. It kind of gets you familiar, and it gives you rewards too. That's the thing, is like if you're just practicing for the sake of practicing, technically you will get better than someone who's just grinding the arena, which is why, you know, I'm not the best fighter around. I never spend any time just like screwing around trying to get better at doing an Abyss fight, for example. Well, I shouldn't say never. Before my Abyss run against Luke Cage, I did try to practice for like an hour or so with She-Hulk, and it didn't really get me anywhere anyway. So yeah, Arena, watching Alliance War gameplay, I feel like Alliance War, like high level Alliance War, that's where people really put it all on the line. They try their best, and it's one, you only have one chance. Certain videos that you watch, it's not a one, you know, it might be a one shot, but it might not be like their first try. You know, they might have tried a dozen times before they got that clip down. But in Alliance War, you see what people really do when they only have one chance and they don't want to die at all. So, and they, you know, and people, especially with the commentary where they're kind of like walking you through the thought process, that is one of the best ways to learn. And just in terms of like basics, highly recommend if you haven't seen it. The first place you should start is a channel called Dork Lessons, and the video is something like how to parry like a ninja. If you just type that into YouTube, that's really the first video that everyone should watch when trying to get better at fighting in this game. And then the other things that I mentioned should come after. So, does anyone know when Jubilee will be in the 4-star basic arena? I don't have an exact date for you, but let's take a little look here at Aunt May. I'm going to sort this by release at the top here. And we can see that we're on Apocalypse, who's in the basic right now. And it's every other week that one of these other champions is going to get thrown in, because some week it's the repeat champs of the past. So 2 weeks from now, or yeah, 2 weeks from now, Red Goblin. Hold on, this Mr. Sinister is really messing with me. Alright, he's dead. Another 2 weeks for Cosmic Ghost Rider, another 2 weeks, another 2 weeks, another 2 weeks, another 2 weeks. I don't think it says. Yeah. This is the or it's also like it's just like 6 months after the champion's release too, by the way. So we probably could have just done that. This estimated basic, this is when Jubilee's added to the basic crystal, not the arena, by the way. So yeah. Last freaking Zarnian. Shattering knees once again. Freaking last Zarnian. There's not going to be any messages there. It's the last Zarnian special. It's the last Zarnian special. What up, last Zarnian? Dude. Elbows. I go. So many people just know. Knees. Last Zarnian, thank you, dude. Way too kind, way too generous, man. With no message. Pixie Bell, you do not give Last Zarnian any crap. I will not stand for it. Mostly because my knees are gone. But still. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. James sent it over a buck as well, saying when I try to find a character to duel with more than one word, I can never find it. How to make it work? I don't know. Did you try a space between the two words? No, I actually don't know. I don't really. It's pretty rare that I look up a champion to duel, to be honest. I should duel more, but I'm just lazy and I don't. So yeah, I don't know. If anyone else has any advice on like the searches in this game, if they have issues and figured out what the problem was to fix it, pop that in the chat. I have no idea. Lance S sent it over to you. Thank you, Lance. Saying, when is Crystal opening? Will the Universe Egg? Will Universe Egg be? Is that opened ever instead of epic ever, or do you just mean like it'll be the most epic ever? The Universe Egg, it's not getting opened. It's definitely not getting opened unless Kabam really wants to end existence as we know it. I mean, if they want to try, they could try. But yeah, that one is not on their list, and I think they know better. I think they know it's not worth trying, so yeah. Okay, looks like Hunter was able to. There's also the ability to search a specific champion and duel them, or I don't know. All right, anyway. Rip934 said at 05. What up, Rip? Saying, can you tell She-Hulk to have a better crit rate, please? It's poopy. I know, her crit rate is kind of garbage. But when she crits, when she's all built up, and when she crits, it's something, man. It's pretty good. But I'll try. Yeah, I'll pass it along. I'll pass it along. Actually, no, Rip, dude. Are you kidding me? I would never. Because She-Hulk would probably drop kick me right where I stand. and then like rip my arms out. She's freaking She-Hulk, man. why are you gonna do that to me, dude? Oh man, that reminds me, like, it was my first day on the job, and I was, I was sitting with someone getting trained, and I had to talk to like a service dispatcher or something like that, and the person training me sent me back to go, like, just like hand a note to somebody, essentially. And they were on the phone, so I was just like waiting. And as soon as that person hung up the phone, she just turned to me and was like, "What?" But I mean, not that deep of a voice, but still, I was like, here you go," and then just quietly walked away. And I was like, "Oh God, I don't want to work here anymore." Yeah, the lady was terrifying. When will your video opening be out? Lance, I'm not sure. I'll do a mass crystal opening pretty soon. Probably in the next week or so. But I don't know exactly what day. Found out Brian is the reason this game has so many server problems. Hey, you all can have a sweet animated spider ham in the game. Brian, I'm gonna keep all the crystals in the game. Listen, they should have known when they allowed people to download this game for free that they were gonna have problems. That ain't my fault. That's on them. The agent Carmichael said an over $1. Thank you, dude. Saying, ABG, how many points in deep wounds is enough for decent damage without taking too much from other masteries? It's a complicated answer. Or question, I should say. It really depends on who your top champions are. Deep wounds. If your champion is mostly based around bleed, deep wounds is the strongest mastery in the entire game. If your champion just has like a little bit of bleeds, like let's say Warlock has bleeds on his heavy attack, right? But at the end of the day, he's not like a totally bleed based character. He's not relying on the bleeds to be on the opponent for any reason. Like Blade would, for example, and it would only be worth heavily investing in deep wounds if you were using Warlock for like the Abyss Havoc fight or something like that, where you're pretty much just doing parry heavies. But otherwise, you wouldn't need it for him, right? So it wouldn't really be worth. It doesn't matter. You don't really need any points for that guy. But then someone like Blade, who I just mentioned, you want 5 out of 5 in deep wounds. Forget everything else. This mastery is better than any other mastery that you can get your hands on. So yeah, it varies wildly. If you're only using, like, let's say, let me see. So Symbiote Supreme. Symbiote Supreme has bleeds. But I wasn't like when I was going through the Abyss, I wasn't really using Symbiote Supreme for that many fights, and that was like my only bleed based champion. So I didn't really care about deep wounds too much in that situation. So I just left them off. If you only have a champion like that where they're like yeah, it would help a little bit, but it's not going to be, it's not going to make or break the champion. Then you don't really need it. So I hope that helps in some way at least. I can't give you an exact answer. What I do normally like to do is have at least 1 point in assassin. I don't always like to max it out like I have here, but I always recommend like at least 1 point assassin, because the first point is more valuable than the rest. And that 1 point, of course, as a prerequisite, you have to have a point in deep wounds. And yeah, just having that 1 point in deep wounds is sometimes really nice. Fury, by the way, Nick Fury, he's another one where if you're using that champion a lot, you know, you want 5 out of 5 deep wounds. It helps more for bleeds that have a short duration. So like Fury's ending light attack has a real short duration, so having something like deep wounds, it amplifies that damage in a big way. But wait, what? As I was going on about that tangent, Chris, did you just send over $100? My knees were just shattered by last Zarnian. The cells in my body haven't even had time to start reconstructing. Just instantly. Krista, send it over 100. Now 120 plus the channel membership. Super generous. My goodness. Are there no messages? There was no messages for your previous ones as well. Nope. No messages here either. What is going on? Both Last Zarnian and Krista McNair sending over super generous amounts. Zero message. Brian will now just be a stump. Pretty much. Pretty much. Spinal cord removal, Mortal Kombat style right there. My goodness. You guys are way too kind. I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. BGA chose Falcon out of Nexus. Others were Awakening Surfer or Awakening Claire. Should I give him a skill Awakening gem? I have 2 and also have a generic. My roster lacks a good skill 5-star, other being New Widow. Oh man, all right. I'm gonna answer you, but you need to space out your messages more, please. I'm pretty sure I've asked you this in the past. You have to. There's only so many times I'm gonna ask, dude. Eventually, we're just gonna ban you for spamming too much. So take it easy on the chat messages. But yes, Falcon is worth giving that Awakening gem to. Yes. Favorite and informative YouTuber 100. Dude, thank you so much. Super kind and generous of you. I cry when I donate $3 to the bald guy. Wait, am I the bald guy or is Abdo the bald guy? Cosmic Ghost Rider, or wait, Cap Marvel or Cosmic Ghost Rider 5-star Awakening gem. Who do you use more? You could really just give it to either of those champions, to be honest. Whichever one you use more. I feel like it. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I would do. Just whichever one I use more. But I don't actually have a Cosmic Ghost Rider. I actually don't use Cap Marvel. So you're going to have to kind of figure that one out for yourself. Just whichever one you like to play more. But they're both great. Both worth awakening. Yep, I was saying about the donation richer than Elon Musk. I got retracted. You can have a party on Mars for these donations. I mean, they're big donations, but something tells me Mars is a little bit it's a little bit harder to get to. I think I just saw a tag in AQ. I think I'm clear in AQ. Is that what that pop-up was? Yeah. Karate frickin' Mike. I could have cleared this fight for him, but he just likes to fight it noted, I guess. Doesn't even care. Think you meant Corvus Glaive? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's my bad. Good call. Cat Marvel or CG Corvus Glaive 5-star Awakened Gem. Okay. I would say Corvus's Awaken ability is more important. Especially if you run suicides, but even without running suicides, like, my previous answer still stands. Not everybody likes Corvus. Not everybody wants to, you know, to rank up Corvus, and that's fair if you don't want to. But his Awaken ability, it's pretty good. Gives him that that death immunity. So yeah, it's still up to personal preference, but I'm much more inclined to say Corvus between the two. Unless you do not like him. Without suicides, it's possible you'd find yourself running Cap Marvel more. In which case, oh, I did the same thing yesterday, didn't I? Pop my special right into his heel, as if that was gonna do anything. But yeah, that's my answer. I'll rank up Iron Patriot before I rank Corvus. Forget that guy. Fair enough. Iron Patriot. When is his buff coming anyway? He could certainly use it. Don't go to Mars, it's cursed. Haven't you ever seen the X-Files? Damn it. No, dude. I think Mike's in here. Or at least he was. He must have heard me. Oh, man. What up, Mike? But no, I never watched the X-Files. The theme song was too scary. Crap my pants just listening to it. Actually, man, like, that theme song is awesome. There's Karate Mike. The theme song is awesome. I never actually did watch the X-Files. I was just kidding when I said I was scared by it. But I just never was interested in it, to be honest. Let's do a little bit of an energy dump. Whoa, we got potions galore. What? Hello. Tempted to save this. Nah. You guys think next month 7.2 will be out? I really don't know. And it could be worth saving a revive that's on a map, but I don't think I'm going to save it. I'm just going to scoop it up. Whatever, man. Whatever. Corvus doesn't really have immunity to death. Once you're low or your charges are gone, one hit at 1% and he's dead. That's true, but when you have charges, he is immune to death. It's pretty good compared to most characters who don't have something like that. Plus, there's way to kind of abuse that system, which a lot of people do. Gee, where's the big 6-star opening? Gotta wait a few more days. Next, I'm gonna use both. Just awakening part was messy. Okay. This is why I like Brown Grant. He has a very different opinion to Seaton. He's well, I don't want to. Wait. A lot more of a weird champion player, which I respect. Am I? A more weird champion player? I think both Seaton and I play most of the champions in this game. Maybe not all the time, but Young Kid Easy and an over 2. Thank you, dude. Saying pulled Sorcerer Supreme and Cap Marvel movie 5 and 6. Nice. Great pulls. Really great pulls. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Congrats on the good fortune. Speaking of Cap Marvel. I was kind of sad I didn't get to bring my my Sorcerer Supreme to war this war. Didn't have a spot for her. Had to bring in 3 other champs. I've been trying to bring Sorcerer Supreme as much as possible. I got to bring Sorcerer Supreme the first war, just not war number 2. She's so good. Rather use my bootleg Corvus any day of the week. 565 Sig 200 OG Thor with Heimdall. There you go, man. Seeing took Ebony Maw into the side quest. Yeah, there you go. We both use a variety of champs. I mean, you kind of have to at a certain point in this game. Otherwise, you just get bored if you're just playing the same champ all the time. Which is why I want there to be more balance, damn it. To go back to a previous tangent. BG, what's the best way to watch the next episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier before it's released? I don't know, man. I'm sure there's ways, but none of those ways are legal. And none of those ways or anything that I know about. Should probably just sit back, relax, and wait, man. It'll be out what, 1 episode a week? It ain't that long of a wait. My reaction woke up my whole family. Oh man. It's pretty good. How good is Blade in 2021? He's good still. He's not available as a 6-star, which is a bummer to the players who have kind of moved on to 6-star champs. So right there, that's a little bit of a knock against him. But he's still really good. Like the 5-star version is still one of the best champs for Act 5, especially if he's awakened. Act 6, it becomes a little bit more difficult because the paths are a little bit more specialized and lots of bleed immune opponents, and of course other stronger champs came out and stuff like that. He's still a good champ. Yeah, work for Disney and be one of the principal creators behind the show. There you go. There you go. That's how you see it beforehand. Are you doing a spring clear opening? I have to. According to Kabam, the crystals are getting opened one way or another. So yeah, I'll be doing a mass opening soon. Probably in the next week or so. Well, my first 5-star today, and I got Guardian. Is he any good? Can he help me push for Uncollected? Yes. Guardian's a great first 5-star to get. For a couple of reasons. Number one, he is a strong champion just by himself. I don't really play Guardian too much. I'm like working on getting him ranked up as we speak. Or actually, I did just rank him up recently, but I haven't really gotten a chance to play him yet. And mine's unawakened, as I imagine yours would be too, since he's your first. His awakened ability adds quite a bit to the character. But he's still good without it. It's a lot of defensive things that are nice, but not totally required. Here's what is going to be really nice for you, though. This synergy rate here, everyone on your team, when you have Guardian on the team, is going to give you 1,000 block proficiency. These numbers here, they just represent the different star levels. So the 1250, that's for the 6-star, but the 5-star is going to give 1,000, which is still a lot. That's a lot of added block proficiency. So yeah, just having him on the team, even if you couldn't rank him up, even if you don't like his play, even, you know, if you try him out and for whatever reason just didn't enjoy playing the champion, you can still put him on the team, and he's going to be better than like most other synergies that you could possibly bring. So that's a great first pull for your 5-star. I know he has like some crazy buildup that you can do with his special too. It's just I only played him like one time when he first came out, so I can't really walk you through it. But there's videos out there of Guardian that you can find. But yeah, that's a great pull, man. Really great pull. Let's be real. Who, as an endgame player, doesn't have 565 blade already? Me. I don't have a 565 blade. It took me forever to pull the guy, and by the time I got him, I didn't need him anymore. And now he's up to 660. Where were you like 3 years ago, dude? What a butt. The other thing I didn't mention when talking about Blade is the skill class has kind of historically been the weakest of the class types overall, I would say. They've always had standout characters. You know, Blade, he dominated the contest at one point in time. Aegon, of course, super strong for, you know, the marathon style content. Fury, of course, useful for a number of reasons. Even Thor Ragnarok, he used to be the prestige king, so even he had a use for that. There was some other good use, some other good champions as well, but ever since they started buffing a lot of the skill champs like Kingpin, Falcon, some others, the skill class has it started to come around, I'd say. Okay. Let's go hit the arena. Actually, no, yeah. Let's just stay in the arena. I was going to check on something in Alliance War, but I'll just do that after stream. Can't do any fights on stream anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We're always catching the tail end of messages. Whoops, was there one before that? That was a two-parter. What was the... To be completely honest, even if they added a 6-star blade, people wouldn't invest in him until rank 4 6-star champs are available, because to rank 3 and Sig 200 when you already have a 565 is unthinkable. I mean, I don't know if people would rank up and invest in blade anyway, just because, like I mentioned, those other champs just seem to be more useful these days. I don't know. Like, Blade is still good. It's just, do you actually need him when you have all of the other champs at your disposal too? I don't know. The hell? I never knew about the Corvus Alliance War cheese. How was that ever considered balanced? Corvus Alliance War cheese? Is there something you could do in Alliance War with Corvus that I'm not familiar with? Normally when people say Corvus cheese or whatever, I'm talking about like the timeout thing. Where in Alliance War that would still count as a death. There was a bug. I don't know if it got fixed or what. I imagine it got fixed. I think it got fixed. Or like timing out in war didn't count as a death or something like that. But I think they fixed that. I'd for sure invest in a 6-star blade just for the hell of it. Okay, fair enough. Right, I know you said you like Gamora. Have you tried her in the incursions? I have not. I don't think she'll be good in the incursions, and I could show you why. So here's my Gam, Sig 40 and all, and her playstyle. She builds up these buffs with light attacks and medium attacks, right? But they don't have that long of a duration. So you have to refresh the duration with heavy attacks. So you're frequently doing heavy attacks. Refreshes the duration of personal cruelty and fury buffs. Now, if we take a look at her base stats, you can see that her block proficiency is really low. It's unfortunate because, like, if her block proficiency was even just average, that would make her so much better. But it's not average. It's below. It's below by quite a bit. Last freaking Zarn. Did you just send over another $100, dude? Ankles. Oh my god. Is there still no message? Last freaking Zarnian, dude. What in the world? Still no message. Just another last Zarnian special. Fatality. Oh man. Last Zarnian, dude. I don't even know what to say anymore, man. He's so freaking generous, man. He sent over so much. Thank you, dude. Okay, what? I'm awake, right, guys? I'm not dreaming. Because Krista McNair just sent over another 100 too. What in the world? Hips. Both legs. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. Guys, what in the world? Neither of you have any messages. Just... Alright, I guess I have to do it now. I guess I have to start taking my clothes off. No. Man, Last Zarnian and Krista McNair, both of you. Super kind, super generous. Thank you very much. I'm out of things to say. My tangent was... I don't even know what I was tangenting about, but it's over. It's done. Whatever it is. I think we were talking about Star-Lord or something like that. Yeah, Star-Lord's good in 2021. Mm-hmm. Yeah, BG will open his OnlyFans. Yeah. Totally. Make sure you guys check it out in the link in the description. Man. Thank you, guys. Since strip clubs are closed, Brian is the new version. $100 bill battle. Oh my goodness. Thank you, both of you. Seriously. Hi BG. I'm watching a movie called Game Night. Pretty good so far. Holy crud! $200 bonus. Congrats. That's the end of your message. Oh man. Game Night. Why does that sound familiar, though? Game Night, Game Night, Game Night. I think I saw that movie. Wait, who was in it? Hold on. (2018). Okay, yeah, I think I saw this movie then. Jason Bateman, Rachel McAdams, whole bunch of other people. Yeah. Okay. I don't remember a ton from it, but the name sounded familiar. I vaguely remember a little bit of it. Brian's not seeking employment at Costco any longer. Oh my goodness. Went from Gatorade to Star-Lord. Man's is zoinked. Wait, Gatorade? You mean Gamora? I think you're the one that's lost it. PG, Cosmic Ghost Rider in that 6-star opening. OP. Wait. You got Cosmic Ghost Rider? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying I'm gonna get Cosmic Ghost Rider? Either way. I hope somebody gets Cosmic Ghost Rider. If you just got him, then congrats. I really cannot wait to open these 6-star crystals. I'm afraid that I'm gonna be really disappointed at the opening, but I hope that I'm not. I hope is a game changer of an opening. Fingers are crossed. Fingers will be crossed for the next few days. UG, I just got 5-star Kingpin thing and Sabretooth. Can they help me get Uncollected? 5-star Kingpin thing and Sabretooth. Yes. Yes, they can. Sabretooth, probably not, really. I mean, I don't know. Technically, Sabretooth with... here we go. Killmonger. There's a synergy between these two. Where it actually makes... Oh, of course, it's on Sabretooth. It actually makes Sabretooth a good counter for masochism, which is what everyone's like worst nightmare is on their way to Uncollected. So I don't know if you have that synergy that you could, you know, pair the two up with, and it might help you a bit. But the other two champions that you mentioned, those champions I think are actually better for just general purpose stuff. And both of them, yeah, they're great champs that would, when ranked up, help you out for sure. My game is lagging like crazy. I'm gonna do a restart real quick. I'm looking forward to actually, like, when they do the forced crystal cleanup, because maybe it'll help out with this lag. Because yeah, man, this lag for the past few months has been pretty bad. These arena streams are BG's OnlyFans content. I've never been to OnlyFans, but from what I hear, these streams, these arena streams, it's not what people are looking for over there. Is Odin good for incursions? Yes, as a support champion though. You can put the buffs on any champion you want at the start of your incursions and then cut Odin from the team. So that's arguably the best use case for him, is incursions. Thing is such a beast, he really is. I have a, so out of all of the answers, when I did like the 8 players take over my account video thing, a few people mentioned Thing, and only Kabam John ended up kind of deciding on Thing. And he, like, that's definitely one of the champions that I considered the most. Like, obviously, I didn't really rank up anyone. The whole point was just to get other people's perspectives and just, you know, show that this game is not that easy to make a decision in, and just how many different answers I got. So, I didn't end up ranking anyone, but out of all of the answers, I feel like Thing actually would fit my account really well. Shortly after that video, someone in my battle group, actually, Hinach is in here sometimes. I don't know if Hinach is in here, but shout out to Hinach. He actually duped his Thing, ranked him up and sigged him up and put him on defense and stuff like that, which would take away a little bit from my desire to rank up Thing. But I mean, I sometimes use my 5-star offensively. Goes well with Human Torch. Having like 6 stars, good prestige, would be good for incursions. Would be good for questing. Just he's all around so good, everywhere, offense, defense. So I would love to see a Thing out of these 6-star crystals when I actually can open them up. How much difference is between 6.2 champion boss and Act 6 Grandmaster difficulty? Beat 6.2 champion boss yesterday only. Got 2 rank 5, Sim Supreme, and Human Torch. If you only have 2 rank 5s, you really need to hit the variants. The variants are much more rewarding than the individual chapters of Act 6. Less effort, higher rewards. Do the variants before you move on. In terms of like Grandmaster versus Champion, similar. They're very different fights, but in terms of difficulty, I would say similar. Everyone's gonna have a little bit of a different opinion on that. Some people would say the Grandmaster is a lot harder. Some people would say the Champion gave them more of a struggle to get through that fight. But I'd say they're fairly close, at least. They're not like wildly different. But seriously, variants are where it's at. There's a reason why people like those things so much. It's because the rewards are pretty awesome. And generally short and fun content. Really Brian's OF. Are we buying $2,000 worth of revives and energy refills? Wait, OF? OF. What is OF? OF. Yeah, let me know what that means, because I'm trying to think. Can't think of it. Can't think of what that means. Oh, OnlyFans. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. I was thinking like, some type of like a penalty or something, like a sports penalty, like offsides or something like that, you know? I'm like, what? Oh man, that would be a good video. I don't want to actually spend $2,000. If one day I'm gonna try to convince Kabam to just, they would never allow it, but if I can convince them, let me get out of this arena, actually do 2 rounds here. If I could just convince them, give me access to like a super beta server, not the CCP beta where there's limitations. Give me just like give me a beta server where you could generate like infinite units or something like that. I just want to make one video where I just open up like $1 million worth of cap crystals. Just like, yep, I was actually lying to you guys this whole time. I'm actually a millionaire and a billionaire actually. And I decided that going all in on the crystals. There's 0 chance they would ever allow that though. Opened the tier 8 5-star Nexus and got really excited because I saw Hitmonkey, a champ I've been chasing for a while now. But I had to go with Heimdall, so I can do 6.2.2 Sinister. PS love the content. I think you made the right call. Heimdall, he's the type of champ that everybody needs a Heimdall. I mean, I didn't have him for the longest time, so technically you don't need him, but he's just good to have around. $1 mil worth of cap crystals, 2 Howard the Ducks, and 1 Iron Fist 6 stars. Oh, man. That would suck so bad. Can you imagine 0 6-star champions out of that? That would be the ultimate troll. If I actually did somehow convince them to give me access to that type of server, and they're like, yeah, here you go. And then I open up all those crystals, and there's just nothing. They're all like 1-star champions even. Ryan idea, CCP 6-star, Nova fully maxed out, and Odin. Do it? Maybe? I might. Hunter, I actually might, dude. Does he I don't even know how Nova works other than I know a little bit about him because I've had to fight him on defense a bunch in war, and I was legit terrified. I was fighting Nova against some really good alliance last season. I don't remember who. You know, one of the top alliances, Nobi, ASR, Noon, you know, one of those, and it was like my first time fighting Nova. Oh, no, you know what it was? Well, I uploaded the war. Or no. Actually, no, this is 2 seasons ago, because this was before I fought... last season, the first season, when I brought in Morningstar, I had to fight a Nova, but I was already a little bit more comfortable at that point. It was before that, so 2 seasons ago, and I actually had to learn Nova's abilities. I kind of forgot them all. You know, I only retained what I needed to know to get through the fight. But like, would he benefit a lot from the Odin thing? All right, hold on a sec. I gotta figure this out now, because I'm curious. I actually do want to play with Nova more. I might be super disappointed like everyone else who's ever played Nova, but I do want to play him more. Right off the bat, he's probably not going to benefit much from Odin, because his medium attack already gains a ton of bonus attack, and it doesn't say it's a fury buff. And I don't think he gains a fury buff when he does it, right? It's just like a passive attack increase. Does have a fury buff here. Starts with a permanent fury buff. Okay, gains another fury, I guess. I'll probably mess with him. I'll probably give him a chance. Let me write it down so I don't forget. But I've been wanting to... honestly, I might even mess with Nova just without the Odin synergy. If I feel like he's not even going to benefit a ton or something like that. It's fun making videos with champions with like the best synergy and stuff, but I'm also just curious how he does on his own. So, tempted to do that. He has aptitudes from a synergy, if I remember correctly. Okay. The Odin aptitude wouldn't increase the other aptitude or something. So, I don't know. In Spanish, Nova means no go. I remember hearing something like that, where like a car was named that, right? I thought Nova was also like a star or something like that. Or... Hold on. Let me turn on Arena Auto Fight for a sec.
Nova.
A star showing a sudden large increase in brightness and then slowly returning to its original state over a few months. Interesting. Alright, auto fight is off. Back to the races here. We're gonna win this fight. Okay. Yeah, I thought it actually meant like a star exploding. But I didn't realize it returns to its original state. Interesting. Nova's one of my first 6 stars. Bring on the buff, baby. Hopefully. My movement to make Iceman play much more like Torch may or may not be gaining traction. By the way, thanks for your support in this endeavor. Wait, what? Movement to make Iceman play more like Torch. What does that mean? KXing sending over £2. Thank you very much. Saying, is 3 mil enough for 4-star APOC top 50? It's King, by the way. Ah, King. Okay. All right. I was thinking Kang or King, and then this time I said KXing. All right. Got it. I don't know. Top 50 is not something I've ever really kept track of. I don't really have an answer for you. Fortunately, this game does have some bots. Highly recommend avoiding all that stuff. They'll actually like these, like, because they try to sell their botted services, you know. So if anyone ever sees like ads on like Facebook or something like that, they'll be like, oh yeah, it's totally safe, you'll never get banned. They're lying to you. They're just trying to get your money. So whatever you do, never ever use one of the bots. But the reality is there are some bots in this game. Before they do get banned, they kind of take over some of those top spots at times. I would say it's pretty unlikely that 3 million is going to be enough for top 50, just because of how many people actually want Apocalypse. Like honestly, my cutoff estimation of 2.2 million, it could be low. So hey, if anybody in here is going for Apocalypse, please go higher. Do not base it off of my prediction. It's Apocalypse. He's an important champion to have. So I'd really recommend going higher. I mean, 3 million. You should be good, but just because of how many people do want to secure that Apocalypse, I doubt it's going to be enough for top 50. By the way, you shouldn't go for top 50 anyway, just because there's better rewards in other arenas. So going for top 50 is not really a big deal, unless you just have like a personal goal just to do it for fun. But anyway, King, thank you very much for the 2. I appreciate it. It's when 2 stars collide and font a large blast that makes the stars spin around each other 600 times a second. Or is that form you said? Okay. Soon they crash together and create a supernova. Wait, what? I was just reading the definition on the Googles. Seems a little bit different than what you were saying. I don't know what to believe. Kairos sending over a buck. Saying, BG, who do you think the 38th best champ in the game is? Wow, you put me in a tough spot here because the 38th spot is highly contentious. I would say 38th best champion is seven. Oh, man. Say I'm gonna have to give it to. Hold on a sec. It's such a dumb question that I'm trying to figure out the answer to. No offense, Cairo. Okay. Let's see if we could actually get some sort of estimation here. There's 6 different class types, right? So we're talking about like the 6th or 7th best champion of a class type. Elsa. I know some people are going to be mad at that because they think Elsa needs to be higher on the list, but I'm going to say Elsa is the 38th best. The answer is Red Skull, obviously. I wish. He doesn't make it quite that high on the list, sadly. Is he versing bots? Yeah, so the arena, you're not actually playing other players. This is someone's actual account, but it's AI controlled. There just wouldn't be a way to actually have like real-time combat in this game. It wouldn't work out. Doofus Puncher sending over 5. Doofus Puncher, thank you very much. Saying, okay, so maybe it hasn't gained traction yet, but you're a smart dude. You can see how it's only fair for Iceman to play more like Torch, but cold. I mean, are you saying you want to see something like that in game, or it's already in game the way you're playing? I mean, you could just do like, are you talking about like the medium light medium thing? Hold on a sec. Now you have me intrigued, dude. I gotta look into this. Now the critical hits, that's where you get in the frostbites. I mean, if they did make him have like the frost effects instead of like what he like more like Torch compared to the way he is now, I would love to see that. That'd be super cool. Dude, I've always been a fan of just like different elements. This is like my total stoner gamer moment right here. I love like elements. You know, but I really do like anyone that has like just a strong like element to that, like Torch with his fire, and really just lean into that and just go full on like, yeah man, everything this guy touches is just gonna ignite. Same thing for Iceman. I want there to be some type of an effect every time he makes contact with the opponent. It'd be cool, but unfortunately, that's not the case. But I'm still not exactly sure what you're saying, Doofus Puncher. Mega Red Gaming and over another 5 as well, saying a supernova is caused by a binary star system colliding together. A nova is what BG read from Google. Big difference. Okay. I feel like they should have named them a little differently. But okay. Sounds good. Got to the bottom of it. Richard Kane sending over a pound saying, should I rank 5 4-star sorcerer or rank 3 my 5-star sunspot? Ooh. Both great champions to rank up. How are you at parrying? I would say if you already have like parrying down pretty well. And the only reason I say this is just because it took me a long time to really get comfortable with parries. I know players, they kind of advance faster these days, but I was playing the game for like a good 7 months before I even realized, oh, parrying, that's a good thing to do. You know? And then it took me longer than that to get like comfortable with it as a fighting technique to do all the time. So if you are comfortable with parrying and stuff like that, I would say go with Sunspot. Like, I don't know, he could just do so much damage, and with his perfect parries, you're not really taking a whole lot of damage, and you'll just plow through so many fights. Nobody at like the Act 5 stage of the game really has Incinerate immunity. There are a few, but not very many. So you can really tackle most opponents with that Sunspot. If you're not too comfortable with parries, your parry game isn't quite there yet, you could use it as an opportunity to learn, or you could just say Sorcerer Supreme's the way to go. And yeah, I'm okay at it. Okay, all right. If you're okay at it, I'd say that's good enough. Go with Sunspot, and you'll become even better. It'll make you better at the game, and yeah, I would say go with Sunspot. Joe Ace sending over a buck. Thank you, Joe. Let me see where you're at. Oh, right there. It's right above it. How do you stop pieces of bacon from curling in the pan? You take away their little ice brooms. Have a loony? Oh my god. I didn't get the joke right away. And then it hit me. Boo, dude. Really? A curling joke? Oh, boo, man. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Go take a lap and take your ice broom with you. Maximus, do not support this. Saying curling joke is amazing. No. No, man. Damn it. Cairo sent over Buck as well. Thank you, Cairo, saying interesting. I was going with Sabretooth. Follow-up question. Who is the 13th best champ in the game, only including the skill and mystic class, disregarding Groot or Infinity Man on a cloudy Tuesday afternoon? Oh, well, this one's much easier. If we're only including the skill and mystic class, but Groot can't count. Why would he? He's a cosmic. I would say the 13th best is... For sure. You know? That's my answer. No. 13th best? Oh, man. Only including skill and mystic. Okay. 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 Oh. Okay. I'm not looking at Aunt May right now. Definitely not looking at Aunt May. I would say the 13th best is Mojo. The answer is Mojo. He's not the best, but he's awesome. And he is the 13th best. Only, however, like you mentioned, on a cloudy Tuesday afternoon. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Definitely. Ryan Bradley sent it over too. Thank you, dude. Saying was the last apartment in Everett or something. It was not. No. But I don't really want to say anyway, just because, you know, privacy and all that. But no, it was not. I'm not even sure where that is. But no. But thank you very much for the 2, dude. I appreciate it, man. I'm guessing Everett is not a good place by the sounds of it. I know it's almost all circumstantial, but flat worst champ in the set, just of all champions, possibly Groot. Groot's pretty bad. It might be Groot. Pineapple? I'm not lagging, am I? Pineapple is the universal symbol for you've reconnected. My guys, Groot is great with regen and bleed immunity. About that, I'm gonna go ahead and sort of just disagree about Groot. Dude, I really want to make a like an office space just with Marvel characters, just talking like Lumberg about the characters, basically. You know, that'd be pretty fun. I think Funko is headquartered in Everett. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I almost reached out to them, like I said, so maybe I did look that up once. But yeah. What's your highest prestige champion? Highest prestige champ is Sorcerer Supreme currently, but we'll see in a few days. Groot can crit for over 2k with synergies. Dude, picks or it didn't happen. I don't believe it. 2,000? Come on, son. What, max boosted with suicides and all the best synergies? Maybe. Imperial God sending over 5 and in the incursions. You have to, dude, damn it. Now I actually want to do a Groot incursion run just to see what's possible. All right, anyway. Imperial God sending over 5. Thank you very much. Sam, my game just crashed 6 times in the past 10 minutes. What? I'm going to throw my phone against the wall. Holy crap, dude. That's a lot of game crashes. A lot of game crashes. Dang, dude. Rip. Yeah, man. It's these crystals. We have to open them. I really hope. Oh, man. I really hope it actually does something. I don't expect it to solve all the problems. That's unrealistic. It might not solve any problems. It might just be a preventative measure that would help Kabam on the back end. But I'm just hoping. I'm just hoping. UG Everett is pretty dirty. I go there 5 days a week. Oh, okay. But also Seattle is, and avoided at all costs. Yeah, this is a beautiful state. But I imagine just like every place in the world, no matter how beautiful it is, all you gotta do is go just a little bit down the road to the left, and you're gonna enter some grimy areas probably, you know. Mo the Awesomes and an over a buck. Wait, MSD, I'm gonna read your message in a sec, but what are you doing up at this time? Mo the Awesome. Can Warlock do Node 25 Killmonger in Tier 3 War? Dude, you're asking me questions that I don't know the answer to. I don't know what Node 25 is. You're gonna have to be more specific. You're gonna have to tell me, like, what the nodes are and stuff. So, yeah, man. I couldn't even begin to tell you what Node 25 is. Read off the nodes and stuff. I'll try to look for a follow-up comment. Alright, but MSD. Brian, it's nearly 2 a.m. for me. Yeah, dude. I've been in Abyss with, well, you know who. Fighting, well, you know who. I can't stop. Please send help. MSD. I'm actually a bit worried for you, man. I'm a bit worried for you, dude. Oh, man. You gotta get out of there, man. BG, you're absolutely correct. You can find crap everywhere. Yeah. I mean, I lived in, back in New Jersey. You know, I lived in a nice town. I mean, I don't know. It's all relative, right? I guess because from age like 0, from when I was born, all the way up until like 23, when I moved out of my parents' house, we always lived in the same town. We went from at one point like a 2-family house to just our own house. So there was that move, but it was still in the same town. Because that's where, you know, the rest of our family was and stuff like that. So that's kind of all I knew growing up, but it was, I mean, it's a nice place to grow up. But all you have to do is go, like, I don't know, a couple miles, and you can just, like, spin around in a circle with your eyes closed, and then just stop somewhere, and then go a couple miles in that direction, and you're gonna run into an area that you wouldn't want to be. You know, Really didn't take too much. I mean, New Jersey's also pretty small. I imagine some areas you'd have to go a little bit further. But that's the impression I've always had just about everything in life, just because based on where I grew was up. Mo the Awesomes. Did you ever say... Here we go. BG, it has kinetic transference, footloose, force of will, and crumbling armor. Warlock doesn't seem like an amazing counter to that. He might be able to do it, but he would not be a first choice at all. Because he's still susceptible to the reflective damage from Killmonger, right? Like, unless you armor break him, but that's only with your special 2s. Maybe with a special back, like power back boost where you can chain specials a bit and keep the armor breaks up more. But definitely wouldn't be my first choice to use a Warlock against that at all. Might be able to do it, but I'd be max power boost. Yeah, I don't know. Because you also want to parry. Usually you want to parry a bunch when playing Warlock. And that's just going to feed his power. You could go the route of not parrying at all and just like baiting out heavies. Or I guess with Killmonger you can technically do... especially when playing Warlock, you could do the domino trick essentially, where when he's lunging at you with that medium, roll backwards and you know, counter with a light. So that's probably what you would have to do to avoid feeding him too much power. Plus kinetic transference too, I guess. But Footloose, I don't know, man. I personally wouldn't want to do that fight with Warlock, I don't think. But I don't know. If anyone else in the chat has any opinions on it. Doofus Puncher, and over $1. Thank you, dude. Saying. Groot, yeah, I'm gonna need you to work tomorrow. Yeah, wait, hold on. Was that the last message? I don't know. Here we go. Imagine that whole exchange, but from Lumberg's perspective, Bill would be knowingly asking someone who can't do anything to do stuff. Okay. I see what you mean now. Oh, God. Get out of my face. Let me read your last one again. Groot. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to... Dude, I need some suspenders. Hey, Groot. What's happening? My God. I can't help but crack up just thinking about his face. He always, like, doesn't look directly in Peter's eyes at first. You know, he walks up like, hey, Peter, what's happening? So I'm gonna need you to come in on Saturday. I'm also gonna need you to come in on Sunday. That movie's so good. Oh man, it's so incredibly good. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. I don't think there's been a better movie about like just working in an office. There's been 100 different movies. That's probably 1,000 movies, kind of highlighting some of the garbage that goes on in offices. But there's something about those characters. That movie is perfect. Night BG, gotta wake up early and play Monopoly with my family. Dude, that's the perfect reason to get rest. Monopoly, you gotta be full focus in that game, man. Especially playing with family. They're looking to screw you over. That is your railroad. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You get the race car, you know? Gotta show up early for something like that. You don't want to get stuck with the thimble. You know, I think I just watched this because I want to be jealous. Huh? I want Groot to be the best cosmic for real. He's a great character. He's pretty cool, man. Here's my fear about Groot. No matter what they do to him, I feel like he's going to be a defender. Then again, I said the same thing about Colossus, and then they were like, well, he's a total armor-based character, but you know what? We're going to make him an attacker. So, I don't know. Maybe they would do that with Groot, too. Maybe they would just want to turn the game on its head. And just make Groot a powerhouse of a champion. I wouldn't mind it. What I really want though is for him to like synergize better. All of the Guardians. I want them to synergize better with one another. Don't require them to have like, you know, a 5-man team necessarily, but maybe put like Rocket and Groot together. I mean, yeah, kind of the same way they did with the Fantastic Four would be good, right? Where they put Torch and Thing together, and then they put Mr. F and Invisible Woman together, and then they brought them all together in like one family type of synergy. If they did the same thing with the Guardians, that'd be sweet, man. Not that people really use the full Fantastic Four synergy very much. Because honestly, I don't know, some of those characters could use a little bit of a buff. Mr. F and Invisible Woman, but actually I still want to give those champions more time too. Like I never really gave them enough attention, so I don't even know if they need a buff. I always felt like they were underrated, but I need to play them to really know. Office Space and Clerks, two of the best movies about workplace and the harsh realities of it. Dude, yeah. Clerks, man. We were just talking about Clerks like a couple weeks ago. You're absolutely right, man. I kind of forget that Clerks, it's all about the workplace. It's like it has like one location basically for the entire movie. Except for when they take that car ride or when they go on the roof. But yeah, definitely. BG, can you read my last? And just watched Inception for the first time this week, and it's so confusing. What is your last? BG, why don't you like playing with Legacy on the Abyss stream? You said no one likes playing with lag. Lag and lags are different. Very different. Lags is awesome. Lag, not so much. Invisible Woman is underrated and just rank 3 to Mr. F. I think they both are. I want to... God, man, there's just so much to do in this game in so little time. Because there's like I don't know, a dozen champions that I want to spend more time playing. We're not even talking about new champions. I'm talking about Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Nova, some others. I don't know. There's a bunch. Professor X, I guess he's pretty new though, I would say. Fairly new at least. Maybe he's not even that new anymore. He's been out for like 6 months already. So yeah, there's a bunch of champions that I want to play. But I never do unless there's like a reason. Like the game pushes me to play with these characters. Push me, game. I'm ready. Hopefully in a new account challenge, I'll get a chance to play them. Hopefully the next variant that comes out would possibly give more reason. I'm gonna spin out like 5 of these things, man. Let's just chill out for a little bit and collect some units, you know? Stirring up the fake beef again, Amagoo? Hey, someone else was, not me. Have you heard the premise for Clerks 4? Wait, what? New Jersey has legalized weed, so Jay and Silent Bob buy the old Quick Stop and open a dispensary. Wait, what? Hold on a second. Units? Is that 225? 75. Clerks 3 isn't out, right? Okay, yeah. Were you describing Clerks 3? Or were you just like jumping straight to Clerks 4? Like, did they already play that far ahead? Because I was like, wait a minute, I've only seen 2 Clerks movies. Pretty sure. There was a Clerks 3? The last Botos or Batos or however you say your name. That was what I was thinking too. I was like, wait, what? Rate for the pickup line from 1 to 10. If you were bigger? Wait, what? I don't understand your pickup line. Oh, is that supposed to be booger? If you were a booger, I'd pick you first. Okay, okay. Well, that's a 10 out of 10, obviously. Got my pants off with that one, so. Yes, Clerks 3, it's late. Okay, okay. Professor X seems more complicated than he is, and smashes when ramped up. Needs a high sig ideally. Yeah, he doesn't seem that complicated. I mean, on the surface, he looks it a little bit, but I don't think he is, his playstyle is not really complicated. It's just a lot of reading, you know. But from the gameplay that I've seen, it looks pretty straightforward. I just never really gave him a chance. I'd love to see all the Guardians just each get a revamp, updates to synergies. I think it'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So what do you think about Thor in Ragnarok? Like the movie? I mean, the movie was pretty good. It was one of the better Marvel movies I saw. Come on, units. Units. Ah, gold. UG philosophy question. Uh-oh. You get a 5-star Nexus. All are duped champs. One is max sig. Do you take that for extra 6-star shards, or do you try to get other champions to max sig? Personally, I try to get other champions to max sig. The technical correct answer is to probably take the max sig crystal, because eventually you will max sig every single champion in your roster, and then your sig stones will be useless. But I mean, come on, that's so far out for 5-star champions that I'd rather just try to get more 5 stars sigged up, just to have them at their like max potential on my account. So I go with the 6 stones. Put 4 mil for Apocalypse, but it was really hard with my roster. Should I go hard again to awaken him? No, he doesn't need to be awakened. I mean, you can kind of decide based on the round 1 cutoff, depending on what it is. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad if he did go for closer to 2 mil or something like that. But his awaken ability is not really a big deal to have. You can explain the spring cleaning. Are they going to stop us hoarding? No, it's just certain crystals that people don't really hoard anyway. Like all of the important crystals that I hold on to, I'm still going to hold on to them. The important ones are like the daily crystals, the free crystals. The gold crystals, they're kind of important to wait for that gold boost. You know, why is my brain empty? All the catalyst crystals, that's what I was trying to say. they're trying to get rid of crystals that they're not coming back anytime soon, and only a few people are holding on to them. Just to clear out their database a bit. But we can still hoard things. It's just the one-off crystals, like this rotten egg down here, that not many people are holding on to. That they're getting rid of. You're still here, whoa. Yeah, not for much longer though. Is Abido on tonight? He's not on. He might have sent me a tweet saying he's not going to be on. I don't know. Doing a quick check. Yeah, I don't see anything, but he doesn't seem to be here tonight. Might be busy with work or something like that. I'm not sure. But in any case, I think I'm out of here for the night. Man, massive shout out to Krista McNair for being tonight's biggest D, along with Last Zarnian as well. Both of them, just thinking about it, my mind is blown. Huge shout out to both of them. And yeah, to everyone else too, man. Guys, the continued support, it means so much. So thank you all very much. Whether you're sending over super generous amounts like this, or just hanging out in here for free, it's all good either way. Just thanks for actually being here. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, normal time, and I'll see you then. Good night, everybody.